If your shoulders feel tight, blocked, or stuck every time you try to lift your arm overhead, reaching into a cabinet, washing your hair, or pressing a weight, this video is for you. Most people stretch the front of their shoulder, rest for a bit, or just avoid lifting their arm up, and then wonder why it still feels jammed every time they reach overhead again. Today I'll show you 3 common mechanical reasons your shoulder gets stuck overhead, and 3 simple drills you can use to start freeing it up without cranking into pain. I'm Dr. Joey Seyforth, online shoulder rehab specialist with Comeback Performance. We help active adults and lifters who feel like their shoulder just won't go overhead the way it used to. Whether that's reaching up into daily life or pressing, pull-ups, and overhead sports, we fix the real mechanics behind it without relying on injections or surgery. One of our clients described his shoulder like this at the start.
It was really painful in that one spot, and I can do this now. I was not able to do that when I started, but I can do that now. That's a serious improvement.
If you're in that phase where lifting your arm overhead lights up one spot and you just avoid it, let me show you why that happens and how we can start changing it. When your arm won't go overhead without pain, it's almost never just because the joint is tight. It's because key parts of the system aren't doing their job. Here are 3 mechanical reasons. The first reason is a stiff thoracic spine. If your upper back can't extend and rotate, your shoulder has to steal motion to get your arm overhead. That jams the front of the joint and makes it feel blocked or pinchy. Reason 2 is a shoulder blade not rotating up. Your shoulder blade is supposed to rotate up and around your ribs as your arm goes overhead. If it stays stuck down and forward, the ball of the shoulder jams up into the roof and everything feels tight and impinged. And reason 3, the shoulder not being able to drop in the socket due to a lack of extension and control. If the ball of the shoulder can't drop and glide properly in the socket, often because you've lost extension control behind you, it sits high and forward. Then when you try to go overhead, it feels like you're hitting a hard stop. Our Big 5 system looks at your neck, thoracic spine, shoulder blade, shoulder joint, and nerves together. For overhead pain, those 3 reasons line up exactly with upper back stiffness, poor scap rotation, and lack of stability. Now let's fix them. With these 3 drills, we're going to hit thoracic rotation and extension, shoulder blade upward rotation, and shoulder and trunk stability in an extended position. When working out and doing our exercises, use the pain traffic light. Green means muscles are working and feeling okay. Yellow is a slight increase in symptoms that settles within 24 hours. Proceed, but also monitor. And red is an increase in symptoms 24 to 48 hours after exercising. That means we've done too much stimulus or load to the shoulders. Drill 1 is a windmill liftoff. This is for thoracic extension and rotation, so your shoulder doesn't have to steal the motion. Head over to the wall and into a half kneeling position with the hip connected to the wall. Next, you're going to slide your arm up the wall and add a lift off at the end range. This movement can be limited for people with stiff shoulders, so work through whatever parts of the motion that you are able to and don't force it. Do this on both sides to see if there are any differences that might be contributing to your shoulder troubles. For cues, think turn your ribcage towards the sky, not just moving your arm. Move slowly and stay out of sharp joint pain. Complete 2 sets of 8 to 10 reps per side. If you want to go deeper into this, the Big 5 training guide is linked right in the description. Drill 2 is a banded scap angel. These teach your shoulder blades to rotate up and around instead of jamming the joint. Anchor a light band in front of you at about chest height. Grab the band with both hands, elbow straight, and walk back to create light tension. Bring your hands towards your hips. From there, slowly move your arms up into an angel position, ending with your bicep near your ears if comfortable. Return down with control. For this, you want to think shoulder blades tipping back and rotating up as your arms rise. Keep your ribs down. Don't crank into a big low back arch to fake overhead motion. Complete 2 sets of 8 to 10 slow reps. Drill 3 is crab rocking for closed chain shoulder stability in an extended position. Sit on the floor with your hands behind you, fingers pointing out or slightly back, knees bent, feet flat. Lift your hips a few inches off the ground into a crab position, supporting yourself on hands and feet. From there, gently rock your body forward and backward. Cues are to keep your shoulders away from your ears, think proud chest. Move slowly, feel your shoulders working to support you without collapsing. If this is too hard, you can put your hands up on a bench or adjust your feet position. Complete 3 sets of 6 to 8 gentle rocks. Let's recap. If you can't lift your arm overhead without pain or that blocked feeling, it's usually because your upper back is too stiff to share the motion, your shoulder blades aren't rotating up and around the way they should, and your shoulder joint isn't dropping and gliding well, especially in extended related positions. The windmill liftoffs help your upper back and ribs move so your shoulder doesn't have to do it all. The banded scap angels teach your shoulder blades to rotate and clear space as you go overhead, and crab rocking builds stability and confidence in extended positions that carry over to overhead motion. If over a couple days or weeks you notice less pinching as you reach up, smooth motion overhead, less sketchy feeling at the top of the range, that's your sign it was a mechanics problem, not that your shoulder was simply too tight or too old. If lifting your arm overhead has started to feel scary, tight, or blocked, you don't need to avoid these positions or wait for it to get bad enough for imaging or injections. You need a better framework. To help with that, I put together a Big 5 training guide that breaks down the exact 5 areas we talked about: your neck, thoracic spine, shoulder blade, shoulder joint, and nerves, plus the tests and exercises to start changing each one. You can download it using the link in the description. And if you want a personalized second opinion style plan, someone to look at your Big 5 areas in the context of your overhead pain, daily life, and training, then text me the word pain to 720-710-4371 to get a tailored step-by-step approach on how to permanently fix your shoulder pain. Our mission at Comeback Performance is to help over 1 million people around the world eliminate their shoulder pain, avoid unnecessary imaging, injections, and surgeries, and get their lives back. After you reach out, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're putting out daily content based on your guys' questions on shoulder-related topics regarding pain and rehab. At Comeback Performance, the comeback is always stronger than the setback.